Nairi Harris, Principal, Hauraki Plains College. 700 students with decile 5. So in terms of how SSEP fits with the strategic direction of the school, for several years now the whole thing about how we're preparing our students for their lives beyond the school gates has been quite a feature of our strategic direction. So it seemed to me like this would be a good basis for encouraging young people to think about those things.
What I've learned from working with the teachers and the students is that there is a little bit of a disconnect as to what's happening in the school and what's actually happening out in the real world.
Westpac wanted to get involved in SSEP just so we can I guess contribute to helping students understand the relevance of what they're learning and how that relates to the real world and career opportunities.
I went to Hauraki Plains College. I felt when I was at school I never had a great opportunity like this to go out and get that real hands-on experience, see what's out there, see what kind of jobs are available, have that awareness around what you might not like to do. So I found that a really good opportunity to come back and feel like you're giving back a little bit to the students and yeah, opening their eyes a little bit to what they could do when they're older.
Getting involved in the employment partnership is quite an interesting challenge, I thought. It's something that, because I've been involved here in Hauraki Plains College as a past student, as a board member, I've been able to give something back from what we could do in business to help the students and develop the education system would be something that we contribute as part of our time.
I found studying clean engineering good because it was the closest to what I wanted to do when I leave school, which is be a high-performance mechanic on cars and motorbikes.
I would describe the experience of going to Hauraki Plains Motors exciting and interesting because you got to see the workers at work.
And it's not just for guys, which you would think it would be, but there's also girls that work there as well.
The benefits hopefully that will come out of it, that some of these kids when they come along in 3 or 4 years' time when they finish their education will actually just want to come and work in small businesses in small towns and stay with the small towns. And if they don't do that, the small towns are dying and the small businesses are dying in small towns because they can't get staff, and so hopefully it will actually encourage them to stay around.
English is really, really important. It's not just a subject in school that you study, it's integral in a business situation, from emails, communication to clients, customers. We try to make that as important as possible, you know, that you can't run a business without those core English skills.
I think, as I didn't fully appreciate either, though being an English teacher, the importance of English within the business. And the students in my classes got onto the idea of the different sorts of communication that businesses can use.
They did become more aware of how English is actually used. I think that was huge for some of the boys, especially in the group, knowing that they couldn't escape reading and writing and speaking. They were going to have to do it no matter what.
The experience of going to Thames Hospital was very interesting and educational. We got to see what they do behind the scenes and how they keep the hospital running.
So I was really taken with their curiosity and their questions and their thoughtfulness. I thought that was great. Well, I definitely think that we planted a seed in some students' minds around a career in health and what the possibilities are, that it's a whole variety of things and it's not like what you see on television with Shortland Street and all that sort of thing. They at least got that. So I think that that's what we're hopefully going to see in the future. I would have thought earlier on maybe they were too young, maybe it wasn't going to make a difference, but I think it would be a great value. So I hope you're able to continue on.